up in the corner, like somehow jabbed it.
In my mind, I'm going,
But
I feel like I was more of a lefty than you ever were.
I never was.
Yeah, you were never a lefty. And I accidentally, by like osmosis, I heard things and then took them as fact.
Yeah.
Like a dum-dum, like a liberal.
The happiest place on earth.
It's not the happiest place on earth. There's so much trafficking that happens from... it is not.
Who is not
it
watching
is toxic.
their children, though? Watch your children and they won't get snatched.
On the outside, people perceive me as like bitchy because my face just looks that way. I don't feel that in my spirit. I don't feel like a bitch. But my face says, you a bitch. Welcome to Under the Sun Podcast.
I'm Irene.
And I'm Ilea. We're so glad you're here. Grab a hot
or iced coffee and join us as we talk about everything under the sun.
What were we talking about? How to survive Christmas in a charged climate?
Yes. As you wear your Make America Healthy Again hat.
How to survive Christmas when the world is on fire. Actually, it's not on fire. I feel like it's finally in unison a little bit. First, we're on the winning side at least. I kind of feel a little bit more victory. No? Just me?
I don't know. I'm still skeptical. But I have become pessimistic in my old age, apparently. But also, there's a lot of people I love that are sometimes dumb, but still hurting nonetheless. And what humanity I thought has left my bodybuilding is making me sad for people that are sad. Which is interesting because I thought I didn't care anymore. Which is terrible.
What makes you sad for them? That they didn't get what they wanted? Because what they wanted was dumb.
But there are people that I know who are genuinely scared. Not like, we didn't get our way. Like, are actually scared. And I feel bad that they don't have the... I don't want to... It sounds rude if I'm like capacity to step back and take a breath. But like...
If that's the truth,
I feel bad that they don't understand that like, hey, nothing's actually going to change much for you day to day. It's going to be okay. But...
I'm impressed with you that you have empathy for that. Because I don't. I have like it stinks to lose. I've been there. Like we've lost for many years at this point. But I think we all have the same access to the internet. And what we like, I mean, most people are getting their news from social media right now or podcasts.
Yeah.
And you have the choice of where that thumb clicks.
Yeah.
And if you're letting your emotions dictate your life, it's on you. Like even myself, I guess. I just don't let... It's actually kind of a great exercise to not let your emotions run your life. To be like, to deny yourself and be like,
Yeah. I think because I work with the general public and...
I feel like I'm so pale. Am I too pale?
I can bump you down.
Can you bump me one? Other way. Yeah. I feel like that's better. Okay. My skin was glowing.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I think because I work with the general public and it's in this course that I'll one day make before I die. Maybe.
I've told you I will help you.
But in my field where you talk to people all day and there's people around you, you do not talk. If you want to actually have a long career and build your clientele and have people that will follow you wherever you go.
Or drive an hour and a half.
Drive an hour and a half. Some people drive 2 hours. Some people fly in from other states to see me. But you don't talk politics, sex, religion, drugs. Basically, any of the hot button topics.
Okay.
So when someone sits in my chair, I literally, and I genuinely, like with all fullness, do not care who they voted for. None of my business. I just care that they leave feeling good about themselves. So I think that helps me.
You think that's a personality thing or because you're getting money from it?
No, it's personality.
Okay.
Because I have people that, there's a handful of people that have been with me for a long time that know where I stand, and then we'll shut my door and we'll talk in private. And then there are people who have no clue and they've been with me forever. They'll talk about how much they hate Trump or how much they hate this. And I just, not my business, not my opinion, not my, like, I'm just here for you to feel better, to hopefully make good choices in your life. So I think it's, I mean, I take money from everybody. They give me money, but I don't know. I think because I can sympathize with the person. Like, I don't know. I see them as a human. If
wanna-
that makes any sense.
Yeah,
But
but
I
I
don't
see
know
them
if
as a
that's
human
my-
too. But like, I also I feel like I was more of a lefty than you ever were.
I never was.
Yeah, you were never a lefty, and I in it accidentally by like osmosis, like I just heard things and then took them as fact.
Yeah.
Like a dum-dum, like a liberal. Sorry, but like I never did any research. I just heard things on the news and I was like, no, guys, love is love. And I would never have an abortion, but that doesn't mean that it's not her body, her choice. Like I was that way. And so like when I see people, not saying we have to believe everything across the board.
Yeah.
But for like the big issues, like, hey, don't poison our food. Make vaccine manufacturers liable again.
Yeah.
Stop murdering babies in the womb. Boys are boys and girls are girls.
Yeah.
Unless you don't online on those, like then I dislike you as a person. But like I can humanize them, but like also like I can like literally I was them for a long time. Like and that's when I was dumber. So
yeah.
Like and I chose to research for myself, even though my husband and I had that point of contention of like he was more conservative and I was just like, I just didn't want to deal with politics. It wasn't what I wanted.
Do you have brain fog? Are you lethargic? Do you have digestion issues? Do you not poop enough? Are you pooping too much? Do you have angry outbursts? Does your butthole itch? Irene, does your butthole itch? Don't answer that. Don't answer.
I'm going to answer.
Well, if your butthole
No, I'm not
itches,
going to
what does
answer
that mean?
question. That means you have a worm.
Or many worms.
Lots of worms.
And I know what you're thinking. Worms? Are you kidding? That doesn't happen.
I've not left the country.
Yeah, it happens. Guys, like you can go touch the soil in your front yard and get worms from there. Like because
if you have pets, they lick you.
We're disgusting, honestly. And like food, like produce, if it's not cleaned properly or if it's grown and like, they're everywhere. Yeah. So most cultures cleanse once a quarter.
Yeah.
So
deworm themselves all the time.
You gotta deworm yourself and we have the perfect brand for you.
Yes. Roger's Hood is where we get all of our parasite things from. She has this kit. It gives you everything you need. It has 3 tinctures. There are
and heavy metals too.
Yep, pulls heavy metals out. It's so great. Yeah. I did it. I'll just say it. I did it. And the very first day that I started the tinctures, an 8-inch tapeworm came out of my butt.
8 inch.
So, and I mean, I have left the country on like cruises, but it's all sanitary and everything's washed and they're there.
It's just life and we have to just cleanse regularly. Yeah. So use our code UTSP10 and you won't regret it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe it's because like I'm harder on myself. And so I'm like, no, you should be smarter. And so I'm like, I feel that way towards other people who clearly haven't done any research.
Yeah.
Or have only looked at research that's funded by the people who benefit from the study.
I don't know.
Good for you.
When they sit in my chair, that goes off. That turns off.
Good for you.
You
can't relate. I could never be a hairstylist because only on those topics though.
Yeah.
If they're like,
but that's everybody all the time for the last 8 years.
I know.
So it's interesting. I will have people say the most off the wall wild things and I just nod my head and keep painting.
You nod your head though?
You talk.
That's like agreement though.
Not in agreement, but I just like, Like it's not I don't feel like it's my job while you're in my chair. My job is to make sure your hair looks good. It's not my job to change your mind in that scenario.
Yeah.
Because they're not asking for my opinion. They're usually venting about how stressed they are. It's not my job to say, oh, well, that's stupid. Or, oh, you're murdering babies. Or, oh, it's like, it's not my job. My job is to cut your hair to perfection.
Speaking of, I need a haircut. So does my husband.
Your husband needs a haircut. I think I comment that on every time you post him in your stories. Like, please.
I showed Dave. I was like, Irene says you need a haircut. He was like, he got embarrassed. Somehow my cord is
he's getting a haircut
shorter.
tomorrow. Mine was too. I think he's getting Wednesday.
Okay. The day before. I'm sure he texted you last minute. Whereas some people like
this morning, yes.
plan. They're like, I'm going to drive 2 hours to go see Irene. Meanwhile, Dave's like, Irene, my
Can you
hair
get me
is
in before Thanksgiving on the week of Thanksgiving?
I'm so sorry about it.
I actually don't care. It's fine. I made it happen.
You can tell him no.
No, it's okay. This is the time, probably all the podcasts for the end of the year are going to be me. If your hairstylist looks like this when they're doing your hair, it's because they're working 12-hour days.
You look
every day till New Year's. But I'm also not wearing makeup because I'm wearing like a little face makeup, but two things. This is going to ruin your day. Not wearing makeup because I don't want to have to deal with washing off my mascara tomorrow. Also not wearing eye makeup because last night my 3-year-old jabbed me in the eye. I'm pretty sure she sliced my cornea with her nail in the middle of the night.
Like while you were sleeping?
Well, she started moving around and I thought she was going to have a nightmare. So I kind of like sat up and leaned over her to like pat her, and she popped her hand up right into my eye. Oh, it was
Why?
awful. And in my sleep, I was just like,
can't I
my
taste
eye
it?
flap. And then I went back to bed. But it hurt like, oh gosh, I felt like.
Can you see okay?
It wasn't where like my LASIK flap is. It was like up in the corner. It like somehow jabbed it.
In my mind, I'm going,
But it was awful. And all day, like if I like she scratched it good because it's
okay.
It was like
put some castor oil in it and just like when you go to sleep, and then just go to sleep.
my eye flap. I'll never be able to see again.
Oh, jeez.
For those of you that don't know what an eye flap is, apparently with LASIK, I had LASIK done in 2013, and I heard
I drove her to that appointment because, right?
was to one of them.
Or did I pick you up?
Jacob was with me for the actual appointment, but he didn't go.
There was a point where he got grossed out and he didn't want to go, and I had to do it.
Might have been my follow-up.
Something.
But now you can't handle it. So now what am I supposed to do?
I would still handle it for you.
Well, that's true.
I can have the I can have feelings, but ignore them and
Yes.
say, my friend needs me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I can show up if I have to.
So if you're thinking about LASIK, still 10 out of 10 recommend it. But apparently when they, I'm just gonna get if you were grossed out, just pop ahead like 2 minutes. But they like cut your eyes like a cone shape.
What
They
does
cut
this
the
have
top
to
off.
do with Christmas?
I don't know. And then they peel it back, this like flap of your eye, and then they laser it and then they lay it back down. Well, apparently that never like 100% seals back. So before I had LASIK, I asked the ophthalmologist, I was like, hey, I heard that like your eye never heals. Is that true? Like, how do I have to worry that it's going to just like pop open on me one day and I'll be blind? And he said he had been doing LASIK at that time for like 20 years and only, you're not even looking, I love this.
I can't.
And in 20 years, he's only had 2 people ever have that flap come open. And one was a football player who got a nail in his eye.
Why are you?
And the other one was a guy that was going, because I'm not going to play football, but I will go hiking. And so the other guy was a guy that was going hiking with his friend who like, cover your ears, Leah.
I can't because you're in my ears. If I cover my ears, it makes it worse.
But his friend was hiking and pushed some trees out of the way, and the tree came back and like popped it open. So all that to say, anytime anything goes near my eyeball, I start yelling my eye flap. So my daughter, who jabbed her nail into my eye, but it's fine.
Okay.
But I can't do like coconut oil. Did we talk about it on the
Yeah, we
podcast or
did.
in real life?
Yeah, because it was about skincare.
That's right. And I
And-
can't do any kind of like, I even got like a really nice organic makeup remover, and I can't do it because my eyes stay blurry for like hours. So I think it just gets in the eye flap and it doesn't come out. So, or it takes its time to work its way out.
Yeah.
I don't know where I was going.
Okay.
Because I started. Why did we start that? Oh, because my daughter jabbed me in the
How would
eye.
I know?
And so I don't want to wear eye makeup because now
Oh, okay.
it's already
I
irritated and
I
watery.
like this look, I think, the most. Like,
Thanks. I'm getting my lashes tinted on Saturday. So I don't
Are
have to
you?
wear eye makeup.
nice. Okay.
Anyways, all that to say, treat your stylist kindly because she's running off of caffeine, 2 bites of a burger, and no sleep.
And blueberries and yogurt.
And blueberries
honey.
and yogurt.
Okay, there's a little bit more.
That's all.
I feed my friend when she comes over. Yeah, so you want to talk about how to survive the holidays when things are contentious?
Because we might have different opinions.
Okay.
So I would say treat your holidays like I treat my clients and just don't talk. If you know for a fact it's going to cause a heated discussion, just don't talk politics, sex, religion, drugs.
Here's my caveat, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a lady. I won't start fights, but I will finish them. That's like if I have a hard time. The only thing I'm saying that I feel like I kind of agree with the left side is that silence is compliance, like a little bit, just because it rhymes, it sounds good. But like, again, most of our family who's coming thinks very similarly.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I'm not gonna scream at anybody, but I'm not gonna like, if someone's like, oh, you know, they're gonna take away our reproductive rights, and I'm not gonna just sit there and be silent and say
Yeah.
like, I'm not gonna yell, but I'm just gonna say that's not happening. It's literally just up to the states.
Or do you also in the course to be never probably finished, but do you just pivot the topic? Just jump right over it and pivot? Because the holidays are, and I know you hate Disney, but it's the happiest place on earth.
It's not the happiest place on earth. There's so much trafficking that happens from It is not.
Who is not
it
watching
is toxic.
their children, though? Watch your children. They won't get snatched.
There's literally dungeons underneath most of the Disney worlds because there's so much trafficking that happens.
Love Disney. So we'll still be
I
going
will
to
literally
Disney.
never step foot in Disney ever.
And
we don't watch Disney anymore because it's just so. It's so. Someday we should have a Disney episode and then watch us both disappear because oh no, they got
catch me on Space Mountain going
like oh no, her well, you'll be happy because you won't probably do some of it. I will.
Yeah.
But anywho, how did we get on Disney?
How did we get on Disney?
I don't know. Let me take a drink of my giant water. Ready, guys? Hear me gulp.
I guess.
Don't be quiet while I gulp.
I was listening for the gulp.
I was joking.
Skip the topic or change the topic.
Yeah.
Because the holidays, I guess to me, the holidays are when family can come together.
Yeah.
So I feel like but then that's also my personality from PCM is my core personality doesn't care if you think I did a good job or you think I achieved this high status. My core personality, which also I guess fits me being a hairstylist, only cares if your day was better because I was in this room. Which if I'm doing someone's hair and they disagree with me, not my problem. Did you leave my room feeling better in some way? Then great, I'm happy. And the holidays I feel like are the same thing. You don't see each other often. Everything's already tense. If you follow each other on social media, you know where you both live. So just avoid the topic altogether.
What happens if nobody in your family who disagrees with you follows you? Doesn't follow you?
Then you're good. You're good. Well, they're not coming to your Thanksgiving if they unfollowed you.
You're right.
But pivot the topic. Like there's a strategy in changing the topic when a client is just going and going. And sometimes you can't. I've had clients who you cannot, once that train takes off, you cannot stop it. And then it's like, okay, this is the appointment. I'm just going to silently foil your hair while maybe you just need to vent. And
how insufferable though, to just word vomit on your stylist. Like just because you're their, you're doing their hair doesn't mean.
Most of the time it doesn't bother me. It's only when it's the same conversation week after week. And then you just make sure you have a snack before that appointment and you're good to go. Make sure your blood sugars. But otherwise, I just derail the conversation. If someone starts talking reproductive health, I'm going to think of something real quick. I'm going to cause a diversion, stand up, get a snack, and then be like, oh, does anyone know where? And then change the subject. Because my only job at a holiday is to make sure the whole room is better because my presence was there, but diffusing, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's my personality.
I think though,
because I don't think you're going to change someone's mind over a group Thanksgiving where it can very easily shift the room half and half. I think change is made over time, getting coffee or having little conversations. I don't think that at least my opinion's not going to change because someone said something in a holiday. I'm going to be annoyed that they're ruining my holiday.
As a person who
they're
really
ruining
likes,
my happiest day on earth.
Who really likes boundaries. I don't think it's unloving or rude to say if someone's saying something that's ruining the conversation.
Yeah.
Because honestly, it's never really, I don't know, conservatives, I feel who are well, maybe because we won. I don't know. But if it probably would have been a different situation if we would have lost. But you can say hey, do you think it's appropriate to start that conversation here? We're all having a really good time. Yeah. Let's just go play a game.
Yeah. And that's another way. Just
is that redirecting? Is that what you're talking about? Yep. Because
I've had
it's also
family...
saying a line of hey, love you. Glad you're here.
Yeah.
But just knock it off.
Yeah. I've had family talk about the Olympics, that boxer. And someone in my family was like, oh, what do you think about that boxer? And the other person in my family actually very cordially said, hey, we're not going to agree on that. Let's just continue shopping and change the subject because we're just not going to agree. It's not going to go great. And they were both like, oh, okay, great. That like is a good way to nip that versus saying, well, I think it's stupid that it's like that. Then everyone's like notching each other up versus like, hey, we're not going to agree. Let's go shop and have fun. Talk about something else.
Yeah. What boxer? What are we talking about?
That
The dude who like knocked out the girl in like 28 seconds?
Yep.
Yeah, you have a penis. You're a man. Get out of the ring.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which we can say on our podcast because it's our thing, but I wouldn't say that on Thanksgiving.
Not Thanksgiving, but like
if I guess it depends. You also have to know your audience. I know which clients I can say this to, and I know which clients to just talk about vacations, family travel, what are you buying for Christmas? And then I have clients where we close the door and it's like, who do you think's going to get assassinated first? So
you have a
read the room.
schmutz under your left nostril. Your left.
That's my right.
The other left. Just a little. There you go. There's like a...
Thanks.
It looked like a little lip gloss maybe got up here.
I don't like this makeup. It sets on your face instead of rubbing in.
Okay.
So don't buy it.
You can take some of my schmutz home.
I'm just going to go get my neurotoxin again.
Don't do it. Don't you do it.
That coffee came with a burp. I'm totally going to do it because I want to.
Okay. You can also order, there's some BB cream online that's like $22. That's way lower in toxins. Mom just got it. Maybe you can take a couple squirts of hers and put
What brand is it?
I don't remember. I have to look. But
We'll look.
yeah, any other tips for surviving holidays?
Be unoffendable. So so I guess on the same train, if I have a client who just will not stop, it's not going to shake my boat. What do they call it? What's the expression?
Rock my boat.
Not going to rock my boat because I know where I stand. I know what I believe. Anything they say is not going to offend me. It's not going to hurt my feelings, and it's not going to change my mind. So just...
Do you know who Procter & Gamble is?
I wish I didn't.
They're the owners of Pampers and Loves. They help fund the murder and mutilation of children. Did you know that?
Which is bizarre for someone who claims to care about your child's rear end.
Not to mention that, but also their stuff is filled with harsh chemicals, endocrine disruptors, carcinogens, like in the diaper on your kids' most sensitive parts. It tells you exactly who they are and that they actually don't care about your kid. They care about getting your money for their product. I have made the switch and I have not looked back once.
Good.
It's with Every Life. They are a non-toxic diaper company, but they auto ship to your door and we have a code with them now because I use their product like we always do, guys. We use the product first and then we're like, we reach out, we're like, guys, we want to talk about you on the podcast because we think our listeners would actually really benefit from this information. So, or this product. So, anywho, but yeah, we have a code with them.
Woohoo! Code UTSP10.
Yeah, and you get 10% off your purchase, which I don't think you'll regret at all. It's non-toxic, super soft, really like, it feels like a nice quality. And
Good.
It doesn't feel like plastic, if that makes sense.
And they don't support murder. They don't support murder.
Okay, UTSP 10.
Talk away.
It's a good life
rock
lesson
wall.
in general.
Yeah.
Because I think I've said this before so many times on the podcast, but like you're either a thermometer or a thermostat.
Yeah.
So you either set like, and just, I'm talking about as yourself,
Yeah.
not anybody else. Like you either are a thermostat where you set your own temperature and you're like, I am content, secure in this moment or whatever.
Yes.
Whatever the feeling is, and that whatever external factor is not going to change it. Or you go into Thanksgiving just waiting for somebody to heat things up and then your temperature goes up. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I used to be a thermometer. I feel more of a thermostat now.
Yeah. I just
But
think
that
there's
comes
not
with
much
age.
that anyone could say that could offend me. I get irritated when people... I get irritated, I would say.
Why did
but
my brain
not-
go challenge accepted?
I get irritated.
Terrible friend.
I get irritated but not offended, I guess, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. But then that irritation is like a fly. It's like, okay, that can go away and then shake it off and I'm good to go.
Are you good to go or does your body remember?
I feel fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, there are things that'll linger, but like for the most part, if someone's going off on a political belief, it's like, you're not going to change my mind. I'm steady. So I don't know if that's practice. I don't know what takes that. I don't know if it's my temperament. And I'm not saying like, look at me, I'm so cool, because I come from a large family with a lot of opinions. That is a very large Hispanic family who everybody yells. So I don't know if it's like a casualty of my upbringing. It's like I can also yell louder than you if I want. I'm just choosing to be mood point. But But just be unoffendable.
Yeah. It's also the PCM. I think we've said that a couple times, but that's the process communication model. We did an interview with Dean Hefta
to explain it a little.
Yeah, I think he can't legally.
Oh, interesting.
I don't think he can really go into it. But because it's not his
gotcha
model. But we did an interview with Dean Hefta, who took our the business through a course about basically your personality, kind of like the Enneagram.
Yeah.
But how to communicate better. So that's what we're talking about when we say PCM. But one of the things I remember very vividly from that course was nobody can make you happy and nobody can make you sad.
Yes.
You can't make anybody happy and you can't make anybody sad. Just like how you buy a gift or make a gift and you build it up in your head how amazing how excited they're going to be. They're going to be so grateful. And then they're, oh, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah. And it's like, wait, I spent all this money or all this time or whatever. You can't, you just have to don't let your emotions rely on someone else's anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard people say oh, so-and-so said it just really hurt my feelings. And I said, why? Well, it just did. Well, okay. Wouldn't it have hurt your feelings? And I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I think the only person who can really hurt my feelings is Dave. Because I think we're
yeah,
it's just different.
Yeah.
But.
And I think that
also,
in our
I don't
household,
have that many friends.
we have morbid humor in my house. So no, Jacob could hurt my feelings if he was really serious. But most of the time, our responses to someone is, well, then stop being an idiot. And then we carry on with our day. So
we have entered the era.
Bring back 90s disses is what I say.
We've entered the era with Leora where she's like, I can't. And I just say, can't is for losers. You can do. And then we say, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And it's like, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And I'm like, but sometimes she says can't. That's not what we have to do. But it's amazing.
We're working through, I'm sad. Why are you sad? Because you made me sad. And the response is, I cannot make you sad. Who is responsible for you being sad? Who? You.
Yep.
It's not my job to make you happy or sad. It is your job to choose to be happy or sad.
Yep.
So I feel like it's also people's jobs to choose whether you're offended or not. So just choose to not be offended, and you're not going to change their mind over Thanksgiving. So
I did see that guy who he's like, there's family's like, don't talk politics at Thanksgiving. And he's like, I won't. And then the charcuterie board is shaped like Trump's face. Oh, man, that was great.
Yeah.
But again, family is more than that. It shouldn't be so, if anybody in my family who's super lefty called me tomorrow, I was like, hey, let's go hang out. I'd be annoyed because I don't like last minute plans, but not because of their political beliefs, but because I just don't like last minute plans.
Yeah.
But I would still go, and I wouldn't think anything of it because I feel like family is so much more important than that. And life is short. And if you let people on a TV screen dictate your life, it's crazy. But I also strongly believe that men and women are women. And there's people who believe that the way I believe is detrimental to our country and is coming for the children. I'm like, no, okay. Yeah. So if you're going to attempt to make me feel like crap, then you don't deserve my time.
Yeah.
Too. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Are we actually on a good time? 25 minutes?
Look at us.
Guys, what podcast length do you prefer? I almost don't ever click on a podcast if it's under an hour.
You don't?
No.
I don't listen to anything if it's over an hour.
Because I'm usually doing a task. I'm cleaning the house and I want it to go with me. No?
No. I can't. If I'm at home, there is no listening to anything. There's solid interruptions. So I have to do it. My drive to work is 30 minutes. So it's I can start it on the way to work and finish it on the way home. So I live about an hour. Keep talking. I'm going to look for.
Well, I don't have anything to talk about. Now I feel put on the spot. Irene? Anyways.
Oh, man.
So, guys, my name's Alia. Okay.
Okay. There it is. There's a verse in Psalms that I think I've remembered this since I was younger. Which, again, I think some of it must be my temperament or my personality type. because I just like, and if we're going to get like woo-woo into names, because I do believe your name.
Yeah.
I feel like if names didn't matter, God wouldn't have changed people's names in the Bible, right?
Right.
And do you know what Irene means?
Peace.
Peaceful. So I think it
You
just
know,
like,
I didn't even know that. And I, like, if I were to guess,
Yeah.
that's what I would have guessed.
which is crazy because I was named after someone who was not peaceful. But I think I at least like subconsciously
maybe that
even
person
tried to
didn't-
embody it.
Yeah, you embody or like you completely run
Yes.
from it. And that's
Yeah.
probably
Because I remember, as I couldn't remember what the verse was, but I remember I used to always like highlight this every time I saw it, and it was Psalm 119, 165, and it says, "Great peace have they which love thy law, and nothing shall offend them."
Yeah.
So it's like, say whatever you want, believe whatever you want. I know where I stand. I know where the Bible tells me I should stand, and nothing offends me.
Yeah. I have on Leo's mirror in her room, I have written on there, it's been like her Bible verse that I said I was going to switch out every month, but it's been since September and it still says September.
I noticed it said September when I was up there in October, and I just said
And guess
nothing.
what? It's November and it still says September. Okay, guys, we all just
I love it.
are doing our best. But
Yeah.
it's Proverbs, I think 4:23, right?
Mhm.
8:23. It says, above all else, guard your heart because everything you do flows from it. And I think if you go in, like you can't properly guard your heart if you're offended by everything, because then like your heart is always
Wide open.
like ready to be dismantled at anything someone throws at you. So I think it's just finding security in who God says you are, which I think, are we going to do that? Did we ever talk about that on the podcast, doing like a little Bible study?
We talked about it.
Did we talk about it on the podcast?
Yeah.
We did? Would you guys download that? Figure like do like a in all of
It'd
our
be
spare
fun.
time.
Like that giveaway I said we were going to do a month ago, and it's sitting behind me as we speak.
Yeah. We'll get better, guys. Someday.
New year, new us. Slightly better. Just slightly.
That's not the episode we're doing, is it?
No,
Yeah.
but the next episode.
Yeah.
Or the new release of the new year.
Yeah.
Just slightly better.
Yeah, just slightly better. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy your holiday festivities.
good luck.
Christmas festivities.
Because
Yeah.
I know they can be either great or they can be stressful. And you can't
Or
change
bo-
somebody
or
else.
both.
So just do your best to keep your stress.
Well, what about, okay, what is your viewpoint then if it's not, excuse me, let me adjust my cord because it's bothering me. If it's not political divide, what if it's emotional discord?
Give me a scenario.
Like family members aren't getting along.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with politics.
It almost always wraps back around to politics.
It doesn't. It doesn't. So like, what is the advice then? Because like
That's a good one.
because it's hard to.
Well, you can go in with preconceived.
Here's
I'm gonna
the
say
tip.
this. I'm gonna do this, or you can go in and think, today's my day to help someone else have a better day.
Yeah. I always,
Which
if ever
means dying to self, usually,
Yeah.
which is sometimes not fun, but
I always, either I pray over myself, most of the time audibly, like if I'm by myself, and if not, I'll have like Dave pray for the situation before we
Yeah.
go in. Because then, cause like I'm on the outside, people perceive me as like bitchy because my face just looks that way. I don't feel that in
Yeah.
my spirit. I don't
Yeah.
feel like a bitch, but my face says you a bitch. But I have a very anxious
yeah.
internal everything. So
Yeah.
everything is anxious all the time, even though my face looks dead inside. I am very anxious. So praying that off helps every time.
Yeah.
And it also like just centers you as like layman yoga-y as that sounds, but like
Yeah.
it centers you to like what reality is and what really matters.
A book I love, one of my favorite books in the Bible is the book of James. I feel like he is, I know everyone's calling is different. Everyone's ministry is different. Everyone's path is different. Everyone has different personalities and strengths. But I feel like James is who makes, I guess, more of my calling where I feel like I should be.
Okay.
And in there, it is one of the verses is like, and some having compassion, making a difference. And at least my personal calling, I would say, is to make my difference by having compassion. And part of compassion is trying to understand their viewpoint.
Right.
Whether I agree with it or not,
Yeah.
my job, I feel like it is my job to come across to someone with compassion.
Appointed by God?
I feel like.
Okay. I don't feel that at all.
Yeah. But we're also different
Yeah.
people and different personalities and different. And there's another verse that I think it's that same verse. It's like, and some save with fire and brimstone, and some having compassion making a difference.
Yeah.
And the world needs both.
Yeah.
Not everyone can be the compassion, and not everyone can be the fire and brimstone. So I think you need lots of different things. So
It's not that I'm always like
no
fire
You're
and
not.
I'm like, you're trash. Everybody's trash. It's just,
and I think there's a time
I'm not a
for
sugarcoater of.
I think there's time for everything, and wisdom
what's
is
that?
knowing. Wisdom is knowing when to use
What is that
fire.
verse? There's a time for.
That's one of my favorite ones.
It
It's so
is.
long.
It is so long.
But there is a time for fire and brimstone, and there's a time for compassion. And I think wisdom is knowing when to use which one. But the holidays are crazy time, so best of luck to everybody.
Yeah. We'll let you know how ours go.
I think it'd be great.
It would be great. We're going to do games. Why did my mouth just fall?
Games.
We're going to do games this year. Maybe we should film some of it.
no.
And just, I yell a lot.
You do yell a lot.
So do you. You just scream.
I never yell. I do scream.
Yeah. It'll be fun. It'll be good. Okay, guys, Merry Christmas. Is this our Christmas one or is it?
No, this is like a precursor to Christmas.
Precursor.
Somewhere in between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah. Hope this helped you guys. Hope it
Made any sense at all.
any sense at all. Guys, we're just doing our best.
Yes.
Adios.
This content is for educational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice.
Please do your own research and find a trusted medical professional for personalized guidance and advice.
We are not responsible for your decisions based on the information you hear on this podcast.
Bye.
Bye.